Let me ask you something. If your life stayed exactly the same for the next 10 years, same routine, same job, same level of comfort, would you be okay with that? Because here's the strange thing about comfort zones. From the outside, they look like stability, but from the inside, they often feel like quiet frustration. And that's what I want to talk about today. Not forcing massive change, not quitting everything overnight, but gently pushing your personal boundaries without destroying the life you've already built. Here's the situation most of us find ourselves in. Life is fine. You have stability, you know what tomorrow looks like, you're good at what you do, people rely on you. From the outside, it even looks successful, but inside, something feels off. There's this quiet voice that shows up when things slow down. Late at night, on your drive home, on your days off, it says, there's more I want to try. There's something I'm curious about. I don't feel fulfilled, even though I should. And that confusion can mess with you. Because how do you explain wanting more when you already have enough? The desire is usually not about money, or status, or even escape. It's about expression. Doing something that feels aligned, something that interests you, something that makes you feel alive, rather than just productive. For me, that desire showed up in a strange way. I've been in construction my whole life. I'm good at it, I understand it, it's paid the bills, it's given me stability. But deep down, I wanted to create, to speak, to share my ideas, to build something that wasn't just physical, but personal. And maybe your desire looks different. A business idea, a creative outlet, a new direction, a version of yourself you haven't met yet. The desire isn't the problem. The fear is. Because the moment you consider acting on that desire, fear shows up with a checklist. What if it doesn't work? What if I lose what I have? What if I regret trying? What if people think I'm stupid? And here's the hardest one. What if I'm risking a comfortable life for something uncertain? Comfort zones don't trap us with pain. They trap us with luxury. Predictability, security, familiar stress rather than unfamiliar risk. And the mind loves familiarity, even if it's unfulfilling. So we postpone. I'll start later, when I have more time, when things settle down, when I'm more confident. But years pass quietly that way. Here's the realization that changed everything for me. The biggest risk isn't failing. Regret doesn't usually come from things that we did. It comes from things we avoided. And I realized something else too. You don't have to burn your life down to grow. Growth doesn't demand chaos. It simply demands movement. Small, deliberate, uncomfortable movement. You don't leave your comfort zone in one jump. You expand it. This is where most people get it wrong. They think leaving their comfort zones means quitting their job, going all in immediately, making a dramatic announcement. No, you push your boundaries gently. You start before you feel ready. You work in silence first. You take steps that feel slightly uncomfortable, but safe enough to repeat. For me, that meant creating content while I'm still in construction. Learning, practicing, showing up even when no one watches. Not replacing my life, just adding to it. And every small step did something powerful. It didn't just move me forward, it rewired my confidence. Because confidence doesn't come before action, it comes from action. So if you're watching this and feeling stuck, I want you to hear this clearly. You don't need permission to want more. You don't need certainty to begin. And you don't need to leap. Just step. Ask yourself, what's one small action I can take this week that my comfort zone I would rather avoid? Do that. Then do it again. Because the goal isn't to escape your comfort zone. It's to outgrow it. And one day you'll look back and realize the life you were afraid to risk was actually the thing that was preparing you for more. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.